Welcome back to Movie Idol. So in this video, I want to break down the news that AMC released yesterday, I believe, and that is that a new spin-off is in development, which is really crazy. This would be the third Walking Dead related show, or I guess second spin-off, right? Fear was the first spin-off and this is the second. Things are still in the works right now, but apparently it is in active development, and this is a series that will eventually air. But before jumping into all of that, I do want to warn you guys for spoilers for The Walking Dead Season 9, and light spoilers, I guess, for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. So according to Deadline, AMC Networks, I believe, confirmed that this spinoff was happening, and this is what the article said. A new spinoff of The Walking Dead is in the works. AMC Networks confirmed during its quarterly earnings call with Wall Street analysts. Asked to elaborate on CEO Josh Sapan's mention of a third zombie outing, COO Ed Carroll said that the spinoff is in active development. He declined to offer many more specifics, including whether it would fall under an existing distribution agreement with Hulu. We're not at a stage where we'll be announcing its plans to premiere, but we have hired creative people that have pitched story outlines. We feel very good about the development of that series. We're not in a position to talk about partnerships in terms of other territories or ancillary windows. Other than that, there's a healthy appetite for it, and we've had a number of conversations with a lot of players in the space. So, first of all, is this going to be a new spin-off with brand new characters? That's my question. I think chances are, yes, this is probably going to be a spin-off with brand new characters. But if you remember, about a month ago, Lauren Cohen confirmed that they have talked to her about a Maggie spinoff and doing something just on that. They said nothing was definitive. They were just like, they're talking about it, working out stories in which that could happen, but she hasn't seen anything. She hasn't really committed to anything. So could this be what that was? There is a chance. I do think there's probably a chance, but I think if anything, this is likely just going to be a new story with brand new characters, because The Walking Dead, just the Walking Dead universe in general right now, they're planning to expand a lot. Right now, the world just feels like it's like The Walking Dead, and then there's Fear the Walking Dead, and then I guess wherever Rick is going. The world definitely feels a lot bigger than it did about 3, 4, 5 years ago, but it still feels relatively small, especially if they want to build like this Walking Dead universe, right? So if there's a third spinoff with brand new characters in a different part of the US, then the world just gets that much bigger, right? One worry I do have is that if this spinoff is related to other characters on The Walking Dead, like I'm not really behind a Maggie spinoff. The only way I would be okay with a Maggie spinoff is if Lauren Cohen literally just couldn't find the time to return to The Walking Dead. Say Whiskey Cavalier just allowed her to really just never return to The Walking Dead at all. And so if she did the spinoff, it just allowed her more time to be able to, be a part of the universe still. I'd rather have Maggie in some sense there than just not get her at all. You know what I mean? Besides that, I don't want any more Walking Dead characters to get their own spinoff. Like, imagine if this third show was supposed to be about Negan, and Negan at some point walking off, because there is a point coming up soon in the comics anyways where Negan's story is pretty much done, and I think that's probably going to happen in season 10, at the end of season 10. Now, obviously, Angela Kang's going to change a lot of stuff up with the show, but then again, maybe she doesn't. Maybe The Walking Dead ends with season 10 or season 11, and their plan right now is to have multiple spin-offs after that. So end the show with season 10 and then just have the series going on and just multiple spin-offs with different characters split up everywhere. That's just speculation on my part. I don't know if they would actually do that, but you do gotta wonder what their plan is. And in my opinion, I think they should just do a new story on new characters and just focus on something a little bit more fresh, focus on a cast that is likable, work out your lead character situation better, because Fear the Walking Dead was so messy. Everybody wanted Nick to be the leader. He was just a very likable character, and the story revolved around him. He was the first character we saw, but they kept focusing on Madison, or it would be like on Travis and stuff like that. Like they really just got their whole lead character thing really messed up. Focus on the cinematography, focus on a proper budget, focus on the story you're going to tell, and I think you'll be very successful in that. Walking Dead fans, or at least me personally as a Walking Dead fan, I just want a very simple, honest story. You don't have to have crazy stuff going on where you're like in the city and, have this whole extravagant budget to do these really insane like action things in a season. Like, I like more of the personal character drama bits. Like, for example, when Carol burned Karen and David, like, it was just so simple, and Carol was lying about it. The tension between her and Tyrese afterwards when they were put together, Little things like that I'm okay with, or just like with Rick, Shane, and Lori. Shane and Lori had this whole thing going on behind Rick's back, and like that was probably the more interesting parts of season 1 and 2. It was just character drama like that. I like stuff like that, and you don't need a big budget to do stuff like that. So if they can somehow work this around with this spinoff, just focus on simple stories with that, focus on a very simple human story. I would say that the Telltale's The Walking Dead accomplished this as well. Like with Lee and Clementine, like their story together, you still feel that impact even to this day. So, but post your thoughts down below. What do you think this spinoff should be? Should it be with new characters or characters we already know? Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.